Wait a minute, what happened?
Yo, what it is, bro? Yo, yo, we got Keith, bro. What it is, bro?
What's going on,
Do I
blood?
gotta say the last name? Cause I ain't gonna lie, you one of them ones, bro. You gotta say, Troy Polamalu. You feel me? Like, you gotta say it. What up, bro?
What's going on with you, player?
Man, ain't too much, man. Yo, thank you for coming through, man. How you feeling today?
It's a pleasure being here, yo. Like I said, from the first interview, I liked what you was doing, so I said, man, I already knew I was gonna have to be a part of the story anyway, cause
Yeah, we can't tell it without you. We can't tell it without you. Yo, so where did it start, bro?
for me, as far as with Town Beef, it started because of Timmy and Ty. They actually was trying to get me to play for Hit Squad when Hit Squad had first started. When Hit Squad ended up playing the Assassins in the championship.
Yeah,
But I'm like, I couldn't get the concept of 7-on-7. I was so used to playing the 11-on-11 all my life. I'm like 7-on-7.
So hold up. You was playing 11 your whole life. So you started in Pop Warner?
I mean, I had played Pop Warner like 2 or 3 years from my elementary school, but other than that, I played street ball all my life. I never really had a chance to play organized ball.
So where you from as far as the street?
Park Heights.
Yo, Park Heights, bro.
Yeah.
Park Heights.
Park Heights and Belvedere.
Yo, Park Heights was always like one of them places you hear about for me.
Heat map of violent crime in Central Park Heights from 2022 to 2024 with McDonald's, where last night's shooting happened.
I'm from over east. I'm from over down the projects for real. So like we ain't really venture out, but like I'll go over west sometimes. I used to go to Murder Mall over off White Lock. My peoples lived over there, and I was on the Avenue too on Pitcher Street sometimes. But like Park Heights, like yo, even like West Side people ain't really claim Park Heights. Like Park Heights always been its own thing.
Yeah, it's just like how Baltimore is its own separate thing from Maryland. Park Heights is its own.
Yeah, like we not a
from
part of the
Baltimore.
DMV. Yeah, yo, Park Heights is one of them ones.
yeah.
That's
Shit
that's
get wicked up there, cuz.
that's what's up, yo. That's man. Hopefully everything getting better though, man. I think the city getting better.
Yeah, it is.
But so you started up playing bone ball. High school, you play high school ball.
Nah, that crazy part, I didn't try to play football my 9th grade year. I tried to play my 10th grade year, but I had failed too many classes my 9th grade year, so they ain't let me play. But the fucked up part was I literally had took the safety or corner starting spot before I even had a chance to play a game. But by me failing them classes, they like 2 weeks before game one, they told me I couldn't play, and then I just never tried to play again.
Dang, yo, that was me my sophomore year, bro. We won undefeated and won the championship my 9th grade year playing, and I was so hyped coming in, popularity, everything crazy now. I ain't do what I was supposed to do. I failed some classes that last quarter, couldn't play football that next year. Hurt.
Yeah, I believe it. I was crushed.
I mean, yeah.
I ain't even hold you.
I know the feeling.
Like I said, I was crushed so bad I never even attempted to try out again, regardless of me knowing the talent that I had.
Oh yeah, you was crushed. That's definitely talent.
Yeah.
Yo, so you just jumped Timmy and Todd, try to get you to hit squad. You ain't feeling hit squad.
I mean, wasn't necessarily that I was wanting feeling hit squad. It was like I said, the fact of 7-on-7.
Okay.
I couldn't really grasp it in my head of niggas playing football 7-on-7, but it was still tackle.
Yeah.
Like most of the time when you hear about 7-on-7, that's like flag league or something like that.
Yep,
so like
warming up for the season.
Yeah, you feel me? So
rough
I'm
touch.
like, I'm in my head. It was just I felt like it was like a bunch of just throwing and you feel me, a bunch of wide receivers and DBs for real.
So what changed that?
What changed it was they had actually showed me that championship game against the Assassins.
Yeah.
And by then,
the first official championship.
Yeah, I guess like they were saying the first official championship. But by then, like I said, they wanted to branch off from Hit Squad. So when they decided to do that, they hit me up again like, bro, we can ready start our own team in the 7-on-7 joint. We need you.
So Timmy and Ty was originally the
The
people
Bulldogs was
starting.
originally Timmy and Tyree's team, not mine.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
All these years, yo,
I
I
didn't
thought it
start the
was.
Bulldogs. I never knew nothing about the Town Beef League at all. They the ones who brought me into the league.
Dang, yo, your story almost like mine. That's crazy. Yo, Marcus wasn't supposed to start his team either. It was supposed to be somebody else. Dang,
Yeah,
yo.
Bulldogs was never even supposed to be my team, not at all. Like, but the way the chips fell, it ended up being my team.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you did good with him. You did good. I remember the Bulldogs first game. Y'all came up the dome. I think y'all was playing us. Y'all had the gray shirts on with the
I
black
remember.
joints. Yeah, man.
I remember because our first game was on my birthday up the dome. She was mad as shit. I had to pile my whole team in my van to get us there, bro. Like,
I
mind you,
remember that
granted,
man.
that game we only had, I think, like 8, maybe 9 people. But I had a Dodge Caravan.
Yeah.
You know, we gonna figure a way.
Nah, man, y'all came there, man. I swear I remember more people. Or it felt like more people.
Oh, it was just 8 of us, bro.
That's crazy. It's because the twins, yo. The twins, like
Yeah,
5 people.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Back then, them boys was moving. Like I said, like I know one played safety, one played corner, then the other one played like DN, outside linebacker.
Timmy, my one that I could use at corner, but he also can get down in the box at the same time. Ty, that's my man that get after that quarterback.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, the twins was something crazy. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
forget that era when the twins was like really that.
Twin
Like we
Towers,
used to
bro.
call them like the Predator or something like that. Yo, I forgot what movie it was. It was like was it a Men in Black or no? It was the Matrix. Where they had like the 2 like white twins or something like that.
The
Crazy.
twins with the
Yo,
twins
that's
with the
what we
white
used to call them. Like, yo,
dreads.
it made us mad because we didn't know which was which. So when we try like expose them on film and stuff like that in the beginning years, we couldn't tell them apart.
Yeah, and the crazy part is the easiest part to tell them apart. Yeah, most people don't even really notice it. They actually 2 different sizes. One is a slim build. One is a bigger build.
Yeah,
That's why
I know it now. I know it
That's
now.
why Ty was always inside the box, either at tight end or on D line or something like that. Because I mean, granted, he could still move, but he a bigger build. So we did use Ty at wide receiver too in our early years because we needed that jump man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but granted, both of them could still do it.
That's why I'm like, yo, they did everything.
Yeah,
and at the
they
same
definitely-
time, when they got the face mask on, you ain't saying nothing but the face mask, the hat on with the dreads. Like, you don't know who.
You don't know which one which.
Yo, the first couple years was wild like that.
Yeah, that is kind of hard to game plan for when you technically don't know who you game planning for.
Facts. So, Timmy and Ty, yo, so they started the Bulldogs. What made them leave? What made them leave his squad?
To be honest, I probably losing that championship.
Man.
I think losing that championship to the Assassins, I don't think they really like. I guess I'm gonna say the structure. I guess of how Hit Squad was going at the time.
Yeah.
So they decided they wanted to do their own thing, and at the same time, I think they wanted to add more competition to the league at the same time as well.
And they definitely did that. Because the Bulldogs came and it was just a whole different physicality than his squad. Yo, like, y'all came out there like just like the whole squad angry type. Like, I don't know what was going on.
No, we prided ourselves on defense, bro. Granted, we never really had the offensive firepower until like late in our years, but defense was our main priority because you gotta think about it. If they can't score,
That's facts. And I'm gonna get to y'all offensive firepower in just 2 seconds. I swear I can't wait to get to that because it's historic. It really is, and everybody got to know about it because it's the beginning of what runs Maryland football today, from as we know it. It started with y'all. But before we get to that, how did you feel once y'all got there, game 1, like hitting and all that? How you felt about the league?
well, again, me never really playing organized ball. I've literally played football all my life. Like, literally, there has never been a time up until recently, because, again, I'm old as shit now, but I have always played football. So bone ball was just football to me. Like, I never really even got used to equipment. So, to be honest, I don't even really know what it's like to play in equipment. I played in it as a child, so
Yeah.
I never really knew what it was like to play in equipment. So bone ball was just football to me. It
Yeah,
was
bro.
normal.
You in that safety position was special, yo. Was there any teams that stood out to you or players when you first was coming into it?
When I first came in, no, because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know none of the teams other than Hit Squad, but I only knew certain people on Hit Squad.
So you was just happy to come and be playing.
I was just happy to still be playing football because, again, by the time when they asked me the second go round, the 11 on the 11s around my way was drying up. Like, even when even when this came as far as like teams coming from the east side to play, so we used to play teams like the Headbangers and stuff like that back in the day.
Yo, we used to play the Headbangers all the time, yo.
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? Like, so that started drying up. So I'm like, I still want to play football.
Headbangers was getting old.
Yeah, everybody was
Yo,
getting
what if the Headbangers had a chance to get in town beef? I think about that all the time.
Bro, it would have been something special, but it would have been hard to do because you gotta remember how deep the Headbangers was.
Pulling up 60 deep.
Yeah, exactly. We out here just playing 11 on 11.
60.
They pulling up fucking 20
60.
cars deep with
Facts.
5, 10 people.
Facts. Yo, they used to come play us down Dunbar, and they would pull onto the track, and no lie, the whole track was their cars.
Bro, like I said, we used to play up Pimlico, up Northern Parkway. This was before they did all the renovations to it and the police had took over it and all that. Like, so we used to literally just take up the entire little strip of parking lot that we had right there. And we used to play literally where they got that whole little obstacle course for the police now. That was out every Sunday.
That's tough, yo. Against the Headbangers every Sunday.
I mean, not necessarily the Headbangers, because again,
that was just where y'all played, and that's
that
where they
was where
came
we
at
played
too.
at. That's
I was
what
about to say, yo, y'all played against the Headbangers every Sunday. Y'all was tough, cause
like you said, wasn't too many people really trying to come up Park Heights to play, so it kind of got broke down in the team that I basically played for, if that's what you want to call it, was the Belvedere team. But then the crazy part is, literally 3 blocks away, Boneyard, that's a whole separate team. You got HR on the other side of Belvedere, that's a whole separate team. Then you got Third Ward behind us, that's a whole separate team in itself.
That's
so
crazy.
We kind of almost had, I'm going to say what Town Beef had in the beginning, but just in our own little neighborhood, for real. And then I got to add in, we used to play the niggas from Cross Tracks too, which is, I guess, like Forest Park, Garrison, and all that kind of stuff.
See, that's almost our setup, because like East Side Projects, we'd play Perkins, and then we'd play Latrobe, and Somerset Extensions had a team. Then Randy would play Johnson Sweat Boys, something crazy.
Yeah. Like you say,
it
it was something like Town Beef, but it was just kind of divided into broken down neighborhoods.
Yo, we really ain't got that no more, yo.
Yeah, nah, we got it. These kids suck.
So Town Beef, yo. We're gonna go back to Town Beef. The neighborhood stuff. Not too many people can identify with the neighborhoods. As the league grew, I learned, because we started taking people straight from high school. Mm-hmm. But, yo, Town Beef. When did you become a fan of it? Because I know you said your first season, you just was playing ball, just happy to see different people on Sundays again. When did you become a fan of everything that was going on around you?
It was after that first season. After we played that first season, and to be honest, I'm 9 times out of 10 it was the Assassins, because back then, who else was winning championships? Watching them win that championship, it made me actually want, for the first time I actually played football with a purpose.
Yeah.
So it was like, after watching them win that chip, I said, no, I need that. I need that.
It's too close, yo. It's too close.
Like I said, I've been playing football all my life, and it was for fun.
Yep.
Like, now it was actually for something. I mean, granted, yeah, it was still basically pride, but it was still, to me, it was
bragging
something.
rights. No,
yeah, like I said, to me, that shit was something.
And it's the consistency, too, of seeing the same people and seeing their structure and knowing they come from there and they come from here and different colors and knowing it was something that we was doing ourselves. that was the big thing for me. It was like, yo, dang, we really doing this ourselves.
Yeah, see, to be honest, I didn't even look at it like that through my first season because, like I said, I was just there just to play ball.
Yeah, your first season was probably like my third season or something like that
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah, because like I said, it would have been my second season, but like I said, I couldn't grasp the 7-on-7. Like me coming from playing 11-on-11 all my life, I just couldn't it just didn't grasp too good with me. So it was like, all right, whatever. But once I got into it and I saw it was still football,
Yeah.
just with a little bit less people on the field, a little less field, I'm for it. I'm for it all day long.
Yo, we gonna get down to that, man. Yo, cause I and this one I'm gonna start it right here with ours, cause you know, man, the Bulldogs come from that bloodline, yo. Y'all on that family tree with us, man. Even though y'all was our first official rivals,
Yeah.
and we got some legendary games, man.
Yeah, I feel like we had the first rivalry in the league, to be
The
honest.
official it was Raven Steelers.
Yeah,
Raven
that's what
Steelers.
it felt like to me.
Yo,
That's what it felt like to me. And to be honest, and the crazy part is, I think it came from that game up the dome. Cause we all whipped our ass.
Yeah,
Like y'all beat us real bad. Because again, we couldn't get the offensive side of it.
yeah.
Like I feel like we did good on defense our first game, but offense it was kind of hard for us to really get
moving.
together because again, 7-on-7, and I was never a quarterback, so I had no ideas for us.
Yeah, nah, bro.
Yeah, like I could tell you how to stop some niggas, but as far as trying
going,
as far as trying to get the ball down the field, I couldn't really help us.
But that leads us to in which I want to make sure y'all properly get y'all credit. The very first blockbuster trade of Town Beef, Baltimore. It happened up the dome. It happened, what they say, the ninth hour, the last very minute, end of the trade deadline. And Buck left his squad being the backup to Trey Loke and came over to the Bulldogs. Can you tell me like how it happened? And give me the result, because I know the result, but tell the people.
Again, as far as how it happened, that's something you gotta talk to Timmy and Ty about. Cause I ain't had no parts in that. Cause you gotta remember that wasn't my team. I was just there to play ball.
Damn.
So,
Yo, that's still hard for me to concept.
I mean, granted, without Buck, we would not have won that championship.
No, that's a fact.
Like, without Buck, we definitely don't win the championship our second season.
But even then, like at that point, nobody respected Buck as a QB.
And the crazy part about that was because he sat behind Trey Loke. But again, as people found out later on, Buck was smart as shit when it came to that ball.
He was a mind.
That's how we ended up being able to move the ball downfield on teams that same previous season that we couldn't move the ball on because the plays that he was drawing up.
Before Buck, the only person I know that was like the mind with the playbook like that was Weezy. Weezy had crazy playbook and crazy going on all the time, but then like John just showed up and did it.
Yeah.
We just had no evidence of what John could do. We just knew he could do everything. We didn't know. John came with the wristbands at first. I started to understand his call signs. He started doing signs.
Mm-hmm.
But Buck was the mind that we never seen before, and he took the league by a storm.
And the crazy part is, I think, to be honest, that's part of the probably 9 times out of 10 why his squad was in the first official championship. Because regardless of Trey Loke being the one out there actually doing it 9 times out of 10, if Buck was there, because again, that part I don't know, I'm pretty sure he had a lot of help to do in that play calling, because a lot of the play calling that Trey Loke ended up bringing to the Bulldogs after Buck was almost like the same thing.
All right, so y'all get Buck. Y'all go on that crazy run. Of course, y'all won a championship that year. So when did you officially take over as the captain of the Bulldogs?
It wasn't until our second season when we won our championship. And after that, I mean, again, I don't know what necessarily happened as far as with Timmy and Ty, but I guess they just felt like I guess I was a good leader to the team, so they just basically made me the captain of the team. But again, you gotta remember at the time being the captain of the team basically mean that's your team.
Yeah, you
Cause
run everything.
we ain't had coaches and
Yeah, you
GMs and
run
all that.
everything.
So nigga make you captain, you run the shit.
You the OC, DC,
Everything.
team mom, you everything.
Transportation,
Yep,
everything.
yep. You the nurse. I'm everything. I'm doing triage.
all that. Like again,
Financial
it was
advisor.
none of that was never in my plans, bro. Like I said in the beginning, I was just here to play ball, but winning that championship, it made me just want to keep it going.
All right, so what was the league like? When did you start? Like other teams, like what did you see around the league?
What I like,
who was running stuff?
when I first got in the league, it was from what we known him as was James Love.
James Love
Was running the league when I first came in. Like we
Shout
ain't
out to
know
James
who
Love,
we ain't
yo.
know who Marcus Cole was. This was James Love that we was dealing with.
Shout out to James Love.
Yeah, he was running the shit for real. And then the only thing I really knew about him per se, because again, like I said, I was just here to ball. Like he was the owner of the team who was beating the shit out of everybody. Like the Assassins was the team to beat. 'Cause
Facts.
if you wasn't beating them, then
Nothing else mattered.
yeah,
yo.
nothing else really mattered for real. Again, like I said, granted, losing to y'all our first game, I think what really sparked our rivalry, to be honest. But everybody knew you had to beat the Assassins if you wanted to get that championship.
Yeah.
So that was, to be honest, we lucked up and even got the spot we got into, and as far as the playoffs that season we won our chip, was off of the fact that Hit Squad didn't want to take the loss against the Terps. If they would have did that, we would have never even gotten the playoffs that year.
Dang, yo, I forgot about that, yo.
Yeah, all Hit Squad had to do was take the loss to the Terps, and we would have never even been in the playoffs. Terps and Hit Squad would have been in the playoffs, and we'd have been watching for a second season. But I'm not with Hit Squad. I wasn't with Hit Squad, so I don't know what technically happened, why they didn't want to take the L. But shit, we got blessed with a chip for it.
We gotta get down to the bottom of that. I'm gonna figure out who I need to talk to. Yo,
I heard a few stories about it, but
Ty,
again,
yo, Timmy and Ty, I'm coming, bro. I'm knocking, yo. Y'all don't answer, yo. I'm coming from Mirror, yo. Somebody, bro. Somebody gotta tell me.
Somebody got to figure out why they weren't willing to take that L. And like I said, it all fell into place for us.
So, I don't know if you know it, but I'm the one that kind of got Marcus to reach out to you to become a co-commissioner, y'all.
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about that. Like I said, from the time I entered Town Beef, I was just here to play ball.
Yo, I watched the different teams and I watched the structure of the teams and how it was going, and like the way people migrated to you and the way you was able to get through to people and to our mind, like, yo, Park Heights, like I said, it was the reputation is like they crazy, they wild and all that, and like, and you had a team that was like vicious on the field, and the way you was able to keep that structure and keep them in order, I'm like, bro, this is who we need to get through to the west side part of the league, bro. Because me and Mark is both from the east, and I ain't care to talk to people that much. Like, I wanted to talk to those guys. I was trying to establish structure. I ain't like how Marcus had that too much access. Everybody can come up to James Love at any given time. And Marcus kind of wasn't the guy to enforce structure at the most. He was more so the face and the planner. How did Marcus end up, like, getting you to agree?
To be honest, he didn't even really have to convince me too much because, like I said before, me at that point in time in my life, I just wanted to ball. And I saw that Town Beef was a way for me to keep balling. So when he came to me with the co-commissioner proposition, I'm like, why not? I get to keep balling, and I get to add a little bit of structure to what we got going on. Sounded like a win-win to me.
Yo, and you definitely was the enforcer.
I mean, everybody had to play their role.
Yo, if you was in the league, you already know it. Sound like no ceilings, yo. Like, yo, when you heard that after the live started, you know somebody was about to get it. Yo, like, oh my goodness, yo. I used to love that.
I mean, like I said, at the same time, everybody had to play their role, and then you gotta think about it from the aspect, like you just said, coming from where I grew up, it's savages among savages.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me being who I was. It was easy for everybody to gravitate to me because it's lead by example.
Yep.
And I literally came into the game and led by a mean ass example. Literally, my second year, I won defensive MVP at playing safety.
Yeah, yo, you was
Everybody
flying.
else that was winning defensive MVP was because they was getting sacks.
No, it was that. Nope. I gotta stop you right there. You got dreads. Dreads winning back to back. But his was for getting picks. In the beginning, Dreads was a crazy like pick guy before he switched to offense and started running the ball
Yeah,
a lot
because
more.
now that I think about it, he was one of the people I was competing with in my rookie season.
Yep, it was you and Dreads. Yep.
Yeah, because it was me and Dreads my rookie season. Then it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think the second year is when he started transitioning a little bit more. So it was me and Curly my second year, but Curly ended up getting hurt.
Yeah.
So I ended up just landsliding that shit with, if I'm not mistaken, I know I had at least double-digit interceptions. I was averaging like 2 a game.
Yo, you was going crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You was going crazy. Like, to me, you was like Troy Polamalu because you would come down and hit too.
Yeah.
Like legit, just throw your body into the craziest piles and like.
Buck 50 soaking wet.
Bro.
I ain't ducking no smoke.
Without consequence, like, yo, straight torpedo.
Yeah, that's why in my later years I ended up not being able to do so because by then the wear and tear I had put on my body, bro, was tragic.
I was talking about that with Pikachu. I'm like, yo, we used to be able to heal up day 2, day 3. Then it started not being able to heal until like the day before the game. I'm not 100% until Saturday.
Yeah,
and then we play on Sunday.
Especially when you breaking ribs and all kinds of other shit like that. Like, bro, we was really putting our life on the line.
See, mine was my hands, bro. I broke a lot of fingers and a whole bunch of other stuff. I had to get surgery on my hands. And, like, it got to the point where with my profession, I started taking jobs based on how I use my hands, trying to prepare for the future.
yeah. And the crazy part is, by the time I had gotten to Town Beef, I had literally just started my career for real. So I wasn't changing it. So I adapted for real. Like Sunday, I go out there, kill myself, and then Monday I'm out there putting air conditioners and furnaces and shit.
That's right, yo. You did do that. Yo, you started your own business doing that too, right?
Yeah, and then that crazy part is that's why I kind of always understand when people say God work in mysterious ways, because I literally ended up going to North American Trade School just because my cousin could been on probation. You already know niggas just being outside, being young, being bad, shit like that.
Went down the wrong street at the wrong time, yeah.
And at that point in time, I ain't really talked to my father like that. But just so happened by the time I finished school, I had got back talking to Yo, and he was a master HVAC tech. And that's what I ended up going to school for. So that's what I ended up doing after I ended up, like I said, off probation and all that kind of shit. Be honest, that's one of the changing points in my life, to be honest.
Yeah, yo, that's major. I'm not gonna lie, that's major. Yo, shout out to you for that. Because you always was that staple to us in the league, too. That's how another way that I always appreciated you. Because I'm like, dang, and you would like go live at work while you fixing the air conditioner or fixing something crazy with like hella wires and making it seem like it's nothing while you doing it. And like, I'm like, yo, then you start to the point where you like, all right, I got my own business. I work for myself. And you'll come out there and say that. Like, yo, I got to go to work tomorrow. Y'all ain't got to worry about that. I got to work for myself.
Yeah, but at the same token, when just like you said in one of your other interviews, bro, when we having conversations Sunday night, Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday night, like when this is all behind the lead, so when it's time to lay down the law, again, like you said, Marcus was the face man. You was more so on the structure of building everything up so to get us moving forward with stuff like that. I mean, that kind of left me with one role, and I mean, it was natural to me.
You literally used to say that during our conferences. You was like, yo, listen, y'all doing all that. All I gotta do to this is I ain't tripping. Just tell me who need to get it.
I mean, because again, like I said, at the same token, we all grown men. At the end of the day, we know what we do, regardless of the circumstances. So, again, telling somebody to what your consequences is, not again, that's just something natural to me for real. So I ain't had no problem doing it. To be honest, I kind of enjoy doing it.
Yeah, yo, you did. You did.
I definitely enjoyed it.
Like, cause yo, I think we just gotta get one of these one more time.
Because you already knew what was getting ready to happen between people trying to dispute they disciplines and everybody having their opinion about whatever the situation may have been.
Yeah, man, we gotta review footage. We gotta get the cameraman. We gotta really take a day go through it.
We always did our due diligence before
much as we could.
Before we gave somebody a punishment. So everything I felt like was always fair. So I ain't never really have an issue with doing it for real.
Yo, speaking of knowing what's coming, we've kind of developed a little bit of a reputation, and I think it's that time in the interview where I asked that question. Is there a person, place, or thing, in your perspective, responsible for town beef beginning to go downhill?
Me being able to be on all sides of it, I'm going to say, from a player to owning a team to being a co-commissioner, A7 in the money was the biggest downfall of the town beef. Because before A7, we was literally all just out there playing just for the love of the game. That's all it was. Everybody was just out there just because we love to play football.
That's true too.
As soon as niggas thought it could get them change their situations, it changed everything about it.
Yeah, because they had that article about the guy that was playing for the team and he went to the NFL.
Oh, Lord.
You remember that?
Yeah, the dude who ended up buying our rings when we ended up winning our championship that year with them phony ass.
Oh, that's another
rings.
guy too. Yeah, that's another guy too. Yeah. I remember that.
Nigga had dreads nigga had a regular one day and dreads the next day. Like, bro, we should have known it was fraudulent.
I remember that. Yo, but you right, man. You right.
Like, yeah, to be honest,
I think A7 played a big role in it. But to me, yeah, everybody know the way I go.
Yeah. And like I said, I kind of understand. That's why I said I understand all aspects of it when, as far as from me watching your interviews and stuff like that. Because, again, I was on all different sides of it.
Yeah. So,
and, again, I agree with you saying as far as the progression of the league because the timing and the fact that we constantly, literally, we talked about that whole situation for, I'm going to say, a week straight.
Yep.
Leading up to that Sunday.
We prepared
because
as much as
everybody and their mother knew what was going to happen, bro.
Yep.
Like, everybody knew what was going to happen.
Yep.
We asked one simple thing. Could you wait till either after the game or just take that shit off the field?
Yo.
That was all we asked.
That was it.
And shit would have went so smooth on as far as our end was concerned.
Not to mention it was our game. So
and now that game
and
was so good
yo,
too, bro.
both commissioners in the game. We try at this point. He's still playing. I'm coaching heavy. We can't control the field and the sideline as we normally would if we weren't playing. We just somewhere else mentally.
It was too many roles for us to try to play all at the same time at that same exact moment.
Yep.
We couldn't be commissioner, coach, owner, player.
Yep. Family at the field. You security.
Father, brother. We can't do all that in a split second moment, bro. Like we had to make a decision, and so even at that same token.
Question.
It was nothing we could do about that part.
Facts. We all in agreement. Like I said, me in the same position, I can't promise that I wouldn't have did the same thing. I understand, basically. I just disagree with the timing.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I agree with you on that. The timing was the worst part of it all.
That was it, yo. That was it. But you being a commissioner, can you speak to the work that went into that day? Because a lot of people don't understand or know.
When I say a whole lot of work, bro, not even just leading up to that particular game per se, but just the league as a whole. Again, like I said, my role was basically just a disciplinary, but at the same token, I still had input on as far as moving forward and stuff like that. So I already knew the work that you and Marcus was doing. Y'all was putting that work in to try to get the league to grow to the point that we could have had our own A7 without A7.
No, we was trying, and we was close.
We was close as shit.
We was so close.
We was so close, bro. Like I ain't even hold you. We was close.
Bro, I used to, people don't know this, right? Part of my role in it was, like you said, trying to get us to grow. I would DM local NFL people or people who like just recently made it, or like every random thing, like, hey, yo, I play in this league, trying to get you to come out. Like I was just sliding to everybody, random DM, famous, just trying to get the visibility, trying to get them to come down,
trying to get some support,
trying different ways to the point where it's, even like when security became a thing for us at the league, I'm like, yo, we need to be reaching out to the police department to see if, like, because I know they do crowd control. So I'm like, yo, is that something that we can get for free to guarantee safety so we can get more? Because at the time, yo, our stands was kids. Women and kids more than everything.
Yeah, for the most
part. So, like, I wasn't worried about everybody's feelings or however, boom, boom, boom. I'm legit trying to get us on another thing. I don't know if we can secure that. Like, I'm trying to see if I can get us a game versus the police and the fire department. Like, I'm trying everything, yo, even down to the name of my team and the colors of my team. We chose the Army because I felt like we could always tie it into something. I felt like it was always going to be a crowd of people that would identify with the name. Just veterans in the league, something.
Yeah.
I thought we would always have an individual market.
Yeah, it ain't nobody...
colors.
It ain't nobody...
That's why
pretty much in America and don't got some kind of ties to some kind of military.
Exactly.
Something.
That's why I tried to tie it to that. And I'm like, okay, the colors, the red, white, and blue, the flag. All of that was to try to tie into that side of marketing for veterans and everything else to try to gain that type of fan wave. And with that comes, you never know where they go. And those people give, and we can get them to come to the games and support, and we can show our support for everything else. And I was like trying to think about it all on a different level, bro.
Yeah, because again, at the same token, when you got what we had, if we would have just left it stagnant, we would have did an injustice to ourselves.
Facts.
For us not to at least try to grow what we had, like I said, would have been a disservice to what? I remember at one point in time we had like 1,200-1,300 players.
Yeah.
That'd have been a disservice to all of us if we didn't at least attempt to grow what we had. Because you gotta remember what it grew from. Your neighborhood, my neighborhood, that neighborhood, this neighborhood. Like it was the city.
Turned into entertainment joints. So then you got broadcasts, you got shows going on weekly, you got brotherhoods, stuff. We going through stuff together as a league, coming together, like, not to mention an outlet for grown men.
Bro, like I said, I look forward.
The outlet.
regardless of all the bullshit and all the bad stuff, I look forward to every Sunday, bro. When it was time for us to wet. No, it ain't matter where we was playing at, whether it was Lamel, Dunbar, the Dome. It didn't make a difference to me, bro. Like, especially like I said, after by my third season, I had actually started to bond with a few other dudes in the league, as far as dudes from other teams and stuff like that. So, like I said, I enjoyed every Sunday, bro, regardless of all the co-commissioner stuff that we had went through throughout the week, leading up to the games, putting the schedule together. Because, again, I keep forgetting that I used to literally make our schedule every season.
Yeah.
Bro, and
Marcus couldn't wait to hand that off.
Yo, and I should have known. I should have known better when he gave me that priority to do, because it was like he gave it off a little bit too easy.
Yeah, and
I ain't think it was that hard to do.
You was like, Marcus, don't even worry about it. They ain't gonna keep asking me about it. I got it. Ain't nobody. And you took it.
And granted, in the beginning, it wasn't hard. But when we had that like 15-team season, bro.
And you got that, and you mixing it with locations. Yo, oh my goodness. Makeup games.
Scratch the
referees.
locations. Just the trying to schedule all them games and not have somebody playing this team twice, or I can't put this team playing this team because they supposed to be playing somebody else. Like, bro, putting a schedule together for a football league, it's hard as shit. I commend anybody who does that, bro.
I'm thankful to you that I ain't never had to do it.
Bro, you can ask my wife, bro. I spend long nights putting schedules together, bro. Long nights. And then some days it definitely never came together in one night. Never. The only time it came together in one night is once the teams kind of got condensed down. All right, it's easy to put a schedule together for 6-8 teams.
Yeah.
But anything else past that, I'm cool. I ain't doing that again.
All right. So, we already said it, yo. Ravens versus Steelers. Army versus Bulldogs. Everybody in the league would still come to our game 6 o'clock at night. I don't care if that game was 10 o'clock in the morning. They would stay at the field all day just to stay for our game. Both of our teams would be home watching every live and everything else coming out at the very last minute, knowing what it's about to be.
Yes, sir. I loved every minute of our games. And like I said, to be honest, I think it stemmed from that first game we played at the Dome.
See,
like I said, the way that y'all put that belt to ass to us,
yeah,
I think I took that personally.
Yeah.
So it was like every time after that when we played y'all, oh yeah, I'm trying to return the favor every single time.
Yo, it was that. Yeah, yo, it was. I don't even know what it was for us to like get with y'all. It was like, yo, y'all was so much like us, bro. Like, and vice versa. It was so much that family structure, that stay together, that no matter what, we linking here, we coming together, we leaving together. Y'all was like, we were identical to that point. Even to the point of the reputations of our teams. Because in my opinion, I think we was the two like quote unquote hood teams, or like teams that
Yeah, no, for sure. I take that with pride, bro. We was that.
I definitely take it with pride, but a lot of people, you know, like as we grow, they don't know that about me. I don't know about your life. They don't know about those times and how we were. Like, again, team was on go mode, man. Army know what it is to have that green light, yo. I used to get a green light, yo.
I had to stop situations from occurring just because, again, we just trying to play football.
Facts.
And like you said, being the owner, the captain, whatever you want to call it, we was the ones who had to stop all that.
You want to say the bodyguard. The bodyguard of the team. That guy that you see walk with Lamar, that walked with Ray, that walked with Harbaugh. I was him too.
Yo. You play so many roles, yo. being a owner of a team in Town Beef, bro. Like, it's fun, but it's hard at the same time.
Yeah, it's too much power.
It's too much power, and it's a lot of responsibility that come with that same power.
Yeah.
Because just like you said, bro, we had the quote-unquote hood teams. So you got to think about the dudes that's on these same teams.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes ain't wrapped too tight.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how hard it is to keep somebody who ain't got it all together so we can keep doing what we doing. Bro, it's so many people that I could count that I done had to, bro, chill.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah.
So we just try and play some football, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I understand your plight, all that.
Yeah.
Like,
and they looking at you like, just say the word. Just say the word. And sometimes, and on you, that's what me, it forced me to grow up.
yeah, bro.
It forced me to grow up because I slowed, and Kamar, shout out to Kamar. Kamar pulled me to the side before he left and went to his squad. He pulled me to the side and he said, yo, you need to learn to protect your energy because they reacting off of you. And for me, that's just how I just knew how to react. I wasn't thinking about nobody else or what came from it.
Yeah.
And legit, when I would lose my cool, my team lost their cool.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
It never was a time when I lost mine and they kept theirs.
Yeah, nah, I ain't even gonna hold you. My mentality later on down the line, I had to figure that out because, again, when you on go mode yourself, it's real easy to get trapped in that particular situation and just keep it escalating.
Yep.
But like you said, when you trying to just play football,
And that's another thing too, is between me and you, because we was from those teams and those circumstances, we understood and was able to recognize a lot of things that Marcus didn't.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
couldn't and didn't.
yeah,
We were able to put out fires and see things before.
yeah.
And-
Marcus was green to a lot
Yeah.
of shit that was going on, bro.
And that's another part where I was so happy when you came on because I wasn't alone, and
Yeah.
you understood, and we had the same mentality on how it just needed to be.
Yeah. And the crazy part about that was like just that experience of being co-commissioners with you, and by us being so similar but just from different places, that we ended up growing that bond. So it was a lot easier to really deal with a lot of the situations that ended up occurring because we on the same page.
Yep.
We just got to figure out the solution that's best for everybody.
Yeah, yo, and some of the times it was without even talking. It was like, yo, you see that? Yup. That's how. Tell me. That's how you feel. Yup.
Yeah.
Boom. And that was it.
Especially when we had footage.
That was it.
When we had footage of a lot of the things, a lot of times it wasn't even a conversation. The only conversation was how long.
Yup. And that was exactly
it.
how it went. Like, yo, you saw what I saw? Yeah. All right. What you thinking? Boom.
And a lot of people don't know every decision that we made as commissioners was a vote.
Yup.
If it wasn't a 2-1,
Yup.
it ain't go through.
Yup.
A lot of the times it was rarely even a 2-1 decision, but certain circumstances it was 2-1. But
And we voted on everything.
I mean everything.
Everything to that
Everything.
$1 that was getting paid at the gate.
We voted on
that.
everything, bro. To how much it cost to get in the gate, what times we was playing, where we was playing.
Yeah. How much we gonna pay these refs? How much Dark gonna get? When we gonna send this off? Who gonna sign off on that?
Team dues, team fees,
Who can wear what
ref
jerseys?
fees.
This color, this day. Yep.
Yeah, and even just coordinating just that part, especially when we got jerseys.
Yeah.
It was easy in the beginning.
And you got
'cause-
the big dogs, because the big dogs, we had a couple different. We had the flavors.
Man.
Shout out to the Army.
I'ma-
Shout out to the Gators. Shout out to the Bulldogs. Y'all got there. Y'all revolutionized it with the little cute ass book bags and shit.
Man, look, all I'm gonna say is
It's like them book bags is hard as shit.
I feel like because if I'm not mistaken, I think y'all definitely came in with the jerseys first. And when we saw that, I said, yeah, we gotta get some.
We start going to
And
flavors.
then we changed it. We changed the game on. We changed the game with ours, with the slim fit joints. We had the shorts and everything to go with ours. Yeah. We was lit with ours. And then,
y'all
I
did.
feel
I ain't
like
gonna
out
lie.
of all the jerseys we had, we definitely had at least 3 of our jerseys was top 2 jerseys every time we brung something out. We brung that heat out every single
3,
time,
yo.
bro.
All right. Yo, my bad. I ain't made it the mic. Yo, as y'all can see, I'm a little.
I feel like our white and golds, our black.
No, sir.
Our
No,
black.
sir.
To be honest, our hardest jerseys was our first ones, and our black ones with the liquid numbers.
Was the first one ever just the gray one?
Yeah, the gray ones with the black shoulders.
All right.
Them and our black ones with the liquid numbers.
Yeah, they was fire.
They was our 2 hardest jerseys. But I
still make. All right.
I like them black
right.
and that black and gold and that white and gold to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just it's
See,
nostalgic to me because both of them I feel like was on some Power Ranger type shit.
yeah.
So I think that's probably why I like them the most.
See, we crossing the new territory. We ain't start discussing jerseys yet, yo.
I mean,
Man, I just feel like we in the top no matter what. That American flag jersey.
y'all hardest jerseys to me was like you said the
original American
first
flag.
American flag jerseys that y'all had.
Yup.
Them joints ain't even hold you. Them joints was hard.
Yup. To me, that's one of the hardest jerseys out there.
Them
ever.
joints was hard.
I feel like when we came with the black ones with the flag on the shoulders, I feel like they was tough.
They was tough
I
too.
feel like that's up there in the.
They was the
Raptors.
ones y'all wore that playoff game.
Yeah, on that night game. Yo, that night game. Yep. Yo.
That night game,
and I feel
bro.
like when y'all dropped them black and silver ones with the floating number joints,
yeah,
we dropped the camo joints. That khaki camo joint
with the gold liquid
numbers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Again, you gotta remember it was our rivalry, so we was competing at everything, bro.
Yeah.
Again,
that's a fact.
Even regardless of our rivalry, after every game we played, bro, we always ended up chilling together watching the next game.
Facts. Yo, sometimes even before our game, until I called for that last little minute, or you called for that last little minute for us to take that walk, we was together. Yeah, we was together.
We was good. Like that's why I said when you said,
the league couldn't believe our relationship.
Yeah, they couldn't. They couldn't. We hated each other between when that whistle blow. We hate y'all.
Yeah.
But after that whistle,
everything else
it's all family all over again.
I be laughing at Ronald, yo, because Ronald me and Ronald really family, yo. Shout out to the horse. And we'd get around with certain circles, and we went to high school together. He'd be like, yo, y'all better chill, yo, because Tom liked that at Park Heights, and Park Heights niggas love Tom. I be dying laughing, yo.
They ain't lying,
and
though.
then we run into somebody at the casino or something like that, yo. It'd be all love, yo.
Yeah,
it's mutual too, bro.
You was good in our book.
I appreciate that.
For sure.
Yo, so talk about the Army, yo. Who was some of your favorite players over there, bro?
All right. My favorite player from the Army, Ock. And the reason I say that because, man, Ock played the same position. So, the crazy, like you said, regardless of our rivalry, we always ended up linking up, stuff like that. So, man, Ock would always bounce off of each other.
Shout out to Ock, yo. Yo, Ock came in at a special time for us, yo. I went to school with his brother, and me and his brother played ball at a crazy level, yo. Like, we was on that island together on the defense, and he used to talk about his brother, yo, and Ock was supposed to start his own team. I think they was going to be the, what was supposed to be their name of their team? I think they was going to be, it don't matter. But they was going to bring their own team. It didn't work out, so we ended up getting Ock. And Ock changed our whole defense.
Yeah, he did.
He changed everything. Because when Dreads left and only started playing running back more and wide receiver more, Ock came in and helped us solidify our secondary,
he filled that
bro.
void that Dreads said.
He turned it back into a no-fly zone.
Yes, sir.
And I gotta give him his credit because we ain't always see eye to eye either. And you're going to, as a coach, it's going to be like that sometimes.
See eye to eye with all your players, bro?
But yeah, yo, shout out to Ock, yo. Ock deserved all his flowers for what he was able to do at the Army and for the Army, and I'll forever be grateful.
Yes, sir. He ain't even gonna hold you. He made me he one of the reasons that I kept my game the way that I kept my game as long as I could for real.
Yeah. He should come down and hit too.
Yeah. He again, like I said, we gravitated to each other just off of the strength of our game pretty much being almost identical basically.
Facts.
So it was real easy for him. But other than of course roids. Cause I hated roids, bro. I swear to God, I hated roids, yo. Like he annoyed the shit out of
Roids
me.
is a nightmare,
Standing on the
bro.
sideline watching this nigga wreck our offense constantly, bro. Like it used to piss me off. And then of course dreads, cause dreads to me was like y'all silent killer.
Yeah.
Cause he ain't talk too much. He ain't really do no whole bunch of celebrations, like nothing like that. Dreads was just out there to ball, and I appreciated everything about that. So yeah, and then I think another. It's just that those three they my top three from the Army.
Yo,
Besides y'all line, I love everybody on y'all line,
shout
bro.
out to the lineman, yo.
Y'all had the biggest line that I ever seen in
Come on.
unorganized sports.
Nate. And like, yo, it's Billy, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, it's 5, 6 more.
Yeah.
I try not to name the line because at one point we would save 10 roster spots for the line.
And I understood why, bro. that offensive line was y'all bloodline, yo. Especially on off, like, yo, when you got 350-pound, bro,
Big James.
you can't.
Oh my God.
How you supposed to get through that? You gotta send 5, and we only playing 7.
Yeah.
So if you gotta send 4 and 5 just to get pressure because you're not gonna get pressure with 3,
That's it, yo.
it opened up a nigga defense.
That's true, yo. But we started learning from the Assassins. The Assassins came with that line and everything. Like, yo, you gotta learn the game, yo.
Yeah, coming into A7, in the town beef, you had to learn the game again because everybody used to 11 on 11. I don't really know nobody that was used to playing 7 on 7 before town beef came around. So it's like, bro, when you got a line like that, you better take advantage of that, bro.
I tried. I tried. What? You see that Dion era, boy?
Bro.
They used to call us Dion and them.
Yo, again, every running back y'all had did not have a choice but to prosper, yo. When you're running behind that offensive line, you have no choice but to prosper. If you're not 5 yards to carry behind that offensive line, you might as well get off the field, bro.
Yo.
You might as well go ahead and just chill on the sideline because I'm not a running back. I could have got 5 yards to carry behind that offensive line.
You had to tackle a lot of our running backs as a safety.
Yeah, and I wonder why, because my front is trashed by y'all offensive line. It was always me and the running back one-on-one. Again, dreads. That's why, again, he probably one of my favorite players. I still never forget that he sounded like he was down, bro. Till this day, that still don't sit right with me, bro. Because, again, me being the size that I am, all right, yeah, I hit niggas, but I don't force fumbles that often. And I knew for a fact that I forced that fumble, and so do Dreads. You know you coughed that chicken up, bro. And that he sound like he was down? Oh, yeah. That was the one time in town beef that I really felt like I was ready to lose my shit when he said that, bro. Like,
I wasn't ready for you to bring that up.
Yo, because till this day, yo, that still burn me up, yo.
We was at Lombard.
Mm-hmm.
We was at Lombard way back in the day. Who was the referee? I remember the referee. I just can't remember his name. But long story short, yo, we had a play. Drez got the ball. And yo, what? Tell me what happened, bro. You was in the play.
Drez got a handoff up the middle. And as usual, with your offensive line, I got to meet Drez one-on-one in the hole. I hit dreads. I punched the ball out at the same time. I recovered the ball. The ref, I ain't gonna say his name, but he blew the whistle and told me that he sounded like he was down. Was his exact words.
And the game was over.
And the game was, because mind you, that was literally if we had to get the ball back in order to win that game, and I had succeeded in doing so.
He sounded like he was down.
And he said he sounded like he was down. I have never in my life playing football heard some. I still till this day don't know what being down sound like. I don't. I'm never going to understand or figure it out. But that was again one of those Army Bulldog games that always ended up in some kind of controversy.
Sounded like he was down.
Whether it was a call that didn't get made, whatever it was.
Yo, not to bring this. Well, again, y'all scored like probably. Y'all had a game with Buck where y'all scored like some of the highest points ever been scored on us.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah, y'all. That game was crazy.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I enjoyed every second of that game.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah,
of course you did.
Yeah, because that was the best ass whipping we had put on y'all.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed every second of it. I had like 2 interceptions that game. We pretty much had shut y'all offense.
Y'all did.
To absolute nothing.
Did. It wasn't working. School that wasn't clicking. We couldn't get everything going. The line wasn't moving right. The DBs couldn't cover everything. Everything that could go wrong went wrong.
And then we turned around and got to that playoff game.
And I want to add into the whole when the 3-on-1 throw off that first came. That playoff
That was
game.
that same season when we put belt the ass to y'all in the regular season. And we played y'all in the playoffs that night game.
Prime time, Byron came to play. And he ran like 3 of them back.
Y'all, the score was 28-21. Byron scored all of y'all touchdowns.
Yep.
3 of them on return, 1 of them at receiver.
Yep.
Boom!
And the part that pissed me off the most was, I can't remember the dude name that was playing corner. I said, bro, I'm ready to help you over top because he been fucking us up all game long. He said, no, I got it. Tud.
Yep.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Another night
Yo, that game was so late. I had to play offense that game.
Yo.
And that game, that was that playoff game was I feel like that was the best game in town beef history.
Because it was tick for tack. Because in order for him to even get them throw-off opportunities, it was because y'all scored a touchdown. And for y'all to score and then come back out and not even get a chance to breathe, and he didn't already ran it back. And then that's part of the reason we both scoring so much, and then he running it back, and y'all not getting a break.
We on defense on the field the whole game.
Yep.
Offense not even touching the field because he could just keep running them back.
Getting crazy.
Keep running them back.
Yep.
That literally made us the next season not even throw y'all the ball.
Yep, that's exactly
what
happened.
We made y'all start on the 50 the whole next game. We won that next game just because of that. We talked about that the whole offseason. I said, bro, we not throwing that bitch to Byron ever again.
Yo, and that literally, and the whole league started to do that. It became a thing
it
to
made
not throw
sense.
us the ball, yo.
What?
And then when we got Dion, it got worse.
If he wasn't on your team, would you keep throwing him the ball?
Yeah. Well, I always tried to, no. if I had an option,
with the defense if you had the defense that I had, would you have threw him that ball after he put up every tud on you in the playoffs?
Everyone know, yeah. But I still think I had some of the best. I had the best throw off teams too. Well, I can't compete with that Gators throw off team. With Slide and them used to do.
Yeah, that was
unmatched.
Yeah, that was it was Slide with that ball when he would throw that bitch
and he would do the
spin
joint, and it would hang in the air and drop
it's up there for 20 minutes.
Slide, the Gators got the best throw off team.
Yeah.
But I like to say next to that I had that.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
With the John and the Ross head. And I forgot who my other person used to be interchangeable, but we covered good.
Yeah. Andre, y'all throw off when we implemented the throw off at the first beginning of it. Y'all had the best throw off team going down when it came into it on both sides of it, coverage wise and return wise.
Yeah.
Nobody really wanted to throw y'all that bitch on special teams.
Yeah,
that's why I made an executive decision. We not throwing it. If Byron back there,
and at that time, that coaching strategy was unheard of.
and it worked.
The ball. The starters at the 50 every time,
and it worked.
And it exposed a lot for us on film. We had to go back to the drawing board. Crazy.
It made y'all rethink what y'all had going on offense. Because at the same token, what happened was, I saw what happened in that playoff game. That playoff game, y'all was not moving the ball.
Yep.
Everything went through Byron.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, we're going to eliminate the one person who did us dirty in the playoffs and see what they get. And it ended up working out.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened, yo. Yeah, so we covered favorite players from the Army. We covered some of the crazy games that we had, yo. Battles, war, literally blood, sweat, and tears, broken bones. We had that. What's your perspective on me as a coach?
Basically, like I said before, it's almost like we was one and the same person, just again from just a different walk of life, basically. Like, when it came to the Army, that's why it almost felt like our games was always so close, because we was always so similar in every aspect of the game.
Yeah.
When it came down to the coaching aspect of it, personnel, just everything. Like, we pretty much mirrored each other.
Literally.
Like,
I agree, yo. That's how I always saw your team. Like I said, the structure and everything. Everybody know I'm a structured person. Yo, the structure and how you led your team, how you were able to make sound decisions on personnel from your quarterbacks to your running backs to acquisitions. And I was like, yo, it was always respectable. Even then, like I said, that game plan where you implemented the throwing it, we not throwing it to Byron no more ever again. That was like something we never seen before. I think my one chance as the coach, I can't take the credit for it because it was always Drez and Royce that did it. But when we used to do the lateral, the pitch and wheel, that we was famous for that. The offsides joint, not the offsides, the out of bounds play, the sneak play, we were famous for that. And it was a defense we implemented for running quarterbacks. It was a 1-3 something. I forgot what I called it. But it was one defensive lineman, like 3 linebackers, to the point where they all were spies and something like crazy. But we had that revolutionary coaching that I don't think a lot of other coaches had.
Because you also got to remember, we was kind of in the beginning of trying to actually figure out game plans and schemes for the 7-on-7.
Yeah.
It's easy to do it with 11-on-11, but when you condense the field, you condense the players, it make everything a little bit harder.
Start doing it at a high level.
So you got to come up with sometimes what feel like a crazy decision end up making all the sense in the world, because you got to always think about the strengths of your team to your weaknesses of your team to all of it. You gotta think you gotta think about all of it. And like I said, even when it came with making that decision to not throw it to Byron, everything, literally the last game we had played against y'all played a role in every part of that decision.
Yo, learning that, I just learned that today, honestly.
I mean, because like I said, I felt like you take Byron kickoff returns away, he could still have that one tud at wide receiver, and we beat y'all by
21-7.
Yeah, 21-7.
Yep.
You,
right,
you see what I'm saying? In my head, it was an easy decision to make.
Right.
But like you said, from the outside looking in, it's like, you gonna start them from the 50? I got that much faith in my defense to start these niggas from the 50 every single drive.
Y'all was like that season. at least our offense wasn't. Offense wasn't like that.
And like I said, I ain't gonna say that. I can't say that y'all offense wasn't. But again, when you gotta remember at that point in time how many times we had played each other.
I mean, it's that too. But like, you know, the standard I keep for myself.
Yeah,
I wanted that for my team too.
Yeah,
and you only as good as how you pay the best opponent. So like you said it for yourself. Like, we was a hard team to go against, but if you beat the Assassins, you know that's where you gotta get to. You have a good season against Army and Gators, you really aiming to get past the Gators. You get past the Gators, you know you good. Soon that was the Vikings.
Yeah.
You can make back the Vikings, you good.
Yeah,
ain't too many.
It rotated between a few teams throughout the seasons, but like you say, in them early years, you had to get through the Assassins if you wanted to win something. But again, like I said, to me, it was get through y'all.
That's tough. I was the same way because, like I said, we gonna see y'all, and then we trying to position in a way where we don't gotta see y'all in the playoffs. We don't want to go through that. I want Byron to return the ball as many chances as he can. Like, I don't want to get iced out. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the chess match that we played between each other. Because again, you also gotta remember that y'all was the first team that we played. Y'all have seen us from every single aspect, from the bottom to the top. So you gotta end up making decisions like that when again, like you said, that's that Ravens Steelers rivalry. Like, you gotta pull some shit out your hat sometimes.
Yeah, I seen the deer antler spray. I seen that in the Bulldogs Army game, bro. All right, yo. So as a commissioner, as an owner, as a coach, you understand the carousel of referees and what it took to acquire them, how to get rid of them, the mixture of player referees, matching referees up in games where we don't have players who go at referees, considering all factors when it came to the zebra. Who was your favorite zebra?
My all-time favorite zebra is my man Leroy. And it's for a lot of different reasons. But the main reason why is Leroy called the game how it was no matter who you was. Yeah. Because me and Leroy had a real close relationship, considering when he started refereeing for us, it was when I first met him. And that he would still call shit on me, whether I felt like he should have not called it or not. So it was like, you can't do nothing but respect.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Can't do nothing but, exactly. He definitely hit you with the we'll talk about it later, and then he'll tell you what you did, and you can't do nothing but respect it. And
I love Leroy, yo. Long live Leroy, man. Leroy came into the league, yo, and he was something we needed, yo. Something we needed.
I felt like he gave our refs structure.
Yeah. Even he gave more than the refs. It was the players, everything else. So he was like that grandfather, that godfather, that old coach.
Yeah, because everybody respected him for real.
Yeah, everybody, and he ain't had no problem giving out the love.
Yeah, because you gotta remember when we had Leroy as a ref, all that dealing with niggas assaulting refs and all that, it was gone.
Nipped in the bud.
it was gone.
Nipped in the
Like
bud.
Leroy had all our ref issues on lock, bro. Like, and that was another reason why Leroy was my favorite ref, because, like you said, our referee carousel was like the Browns quarterback.
Yeah, Leroy helped that. From the commissioner aspect, Leroy helped get a lot of the referee stuff under control. He the reason why we got the referee committees and groups and all that now.
Yep.
That was Leroy. Because before that, we had independent referees.
We
got one here, one there. They never met each other. They playing for the first time.
Exactly.
We might have two of them come together, but there's three of them in that game. So now they disagreeing with the other one all game.
Because one know the rule book, the other two don't.
Yep.
So it was
even
like,
you got to teach the referees every game the rule book. Leroy was the one that came in and changed.
Yes, sir.
All of that.
I know Leroy was the reason why you could put away your laminated rule book.
Yeah, I ain't had to bring it out for Leroy.
You ain't had to bring it out once Leroy had got everything on lock. Your laminated rule book went away.
To be fair, me and Leroy had a lot of nights talking about that rule book, and then even then, I give him a copy, and he was the type, he was like, yo, you got two of those, let me get one of those. He ain't mind learning the rule book and getting better with it. And I ain't mind giving him, I'll go get me another one.
Leroy was definitely trying to help us grow.
Facts.
Sure.
Facts. Yo, Leroy wasn't my favorite referee, though.
So who was your favorite?
Leroy was cool and he did all that shit.
Who was your favorite? Yo. Now I want to know the answer to this.
My favorite referee, we seen him on the news. I don't know. That don't mean nothing to you, cool.
Yeah, I'm watching these.
Good. I mean, I didn't either, but the clip went everywhere on the page. But Broderick, the cocky referee, big. That's my favorite referee.
But that's the Leroy era.
It is.
That's the Leroy. He came in with Leroy. I like Broderick too. I did.
Cause Broderick he ain't take no
shit.
Yeah,
he ain't take none of nobody bullshit.
Nobody.
And again,
then, like, even from the coaching perspective, like, he got to know it so much that when I'm having a bad game coaching, as a referee, he cussing me out on the sideline. He ain't telling me what to do, but he like, what the fuck is you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you let him do that? Yo, and he would.
Yeah. See, you had the same relationship with him that I had with Leroy. Leroy was doing the same shit on my sideline.
Yep. Yo. Shout out to Leroy, yo. Shout out to Broderick, yo.
Yeah, they was there. All right, so then, yeah, I'm in agreement with that. Top two referees, Leroy and Broderick.
Yeah. Even on my Bone interview, I think I said Reggie. Reggie is
Reggie definitely top three.
Favorite.
Yeah, Reggie top three. Even though, man, Reggie had a little disagreement again.
Me too. I apologize, Reggie. I apologize.
Yeah,
me too,
Reggie.
Every time your name come up.
I apologize myself because I know you ain't like me too much, but it was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool. I know I gave you a hard time and all that, but
Shout
again,
Reggie, yo. I can't wait till we have like a reunion or something. We can just sit back and kick it, yo.
Crazy part is he had ref one of my son games. I'm gonna say probably like maybe 3-4 years ago. And he definitely still remember who I was.
That's what's up, yo. Shout out to Reggie. Reggie,
Yes,
come
sir.
on, bro. Come on the show, Reggie. I would love to get you out here, bro. I need an interview, Reggie.
Yeah, ref perspective would be crazy for our league, bro.
I need it. But yeah, yo, shout out to Will. Honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Like
Will up there too. Will stuck with us the longest.
Will wasn't
But
Will was not one of my favorites, yo.
Yeah, Will wasn't one of my favorites neither as far as what his cause. That's what I will
hated
say.
having Will as a ref, yo, because now at this point I'm officially done with ASAP. Cause after I saw like this is over, I can't be associated with nobody.
Not at all.
Yo, cause will fucking he would save his call. Like, you got a problem with Will, he gonna get that bitch on you, yo. He gonna, and excuse my language. He gonna pull that flag out when you need it the most, when it's gonna hurt you the most.
Yes.
If you step on his shoe before the game, he gonna wait till the last 15 seconds to hit that flag. And he do it in a way but you don't know, like, so for Will, you gotta be playing the game the whole time, from the time you get to the field to the time you leave the field.
Yeah.
You're playing the game.
Yeah.
If you want to win that game, you need to be respectful. You need to not curse my him. You need to show him all the respect in the world if you want to win a game.
And the crazy part about that was,
And that's not to get a call. That's to make sure he don't call shit on you.
Yeah. And like I was saying, I had ended up going to a game a few years after I had stopped playing, and Will was the ref. And when I say Will did some shit that I ain't never seen a ref do at least in our history, my man called the game with, I think, like 30 or 45 seconds left, and the team that was getting the ball was only down a tug. And when he did that, I said, oh, yeah, they pissed Will off.
Yeah.
But again, I had already went through all that with Will, so yeah, I said, yeah, they pissed Will off. And he rightfully called that game and walked his ass right up off that field and went home.
I would have conversations with, I remember specifically, it was Ross here. Shout out to Ross, one of the best linebackers I ever had, bro. I was talking about Tavon. Yo, Tavon left and started the, what was Tavon team called? Forgive me right now, not remembering. Something with an O.
Outlaws.
The Outlaws.
Yeah.
The Outlaws.
Yeah.
That's on that family tree as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tavon and the Outlaws. They had a crazy defense.
Yes, they did.
Him and Lou. Long live Lou as well. Yo, damn. Yeah, yo, shout out to Tavon, yo. But I'll never forget, yo, this one game with Will. Will, I don't remember the team we was playing, but Will gave us like a bullshit call in the beginning. And me and Tavon go out there, 'cause Tavon was one of the other captains, and because Tavon ran my defense, too, big time. That was the captain, and he came up with a lot of shit. Shout out to Tavon. And Tavon wanted to chew Will head off. He's like, no, we're not letting him get away with nothing, because that's all we do. Let him get away with stuff. I'm like, no, not this ref. Not this ref. Not this ref.
Not Will, bro.
Yo, because Will definitely would come back and he'll get his call. Yo, he don't fight fair.
Yeah, not at all. Will definitely was the first ref that I could say I know got it back in blood.
Yeah.
When he came pulling that flag, bro. Like,
yeah, I ain't playing with Will.
Yeah, that's why it was always shits and giggles when the man Will was around each other, because I ain't trying to get on Will's bad side, bro.
Facts.
I want my game to run smoothly without no problems. And I ain't playing with Will.
What they call that, man? Black Baby Jesus, something like that. Remember that?
Yeah, because Will was quarterback.
I forgot who he came in for. I feel like he came in for some.
I don't know why I feel like it was the Marauders or something like that.
I feel like it was Panthers or Assassins.
No,
and
you're right,
Gators.
Panthers. It was Panthers.
Because he came in because the hype. Yo, the hype on Will.
It was the Cobras, not the Assassins.
Okay, Cobras. Yeah, because the hype on Will was he was this famous flag QB.
Okay.
He was winning a lot of money, a lot of games.
Oh, all right.
He was coming to the league, and it was like BBG or BBJ or whatever it was called.
Yeah, I remember that.
The name, all that was crazy.
Yeah.
He came in with a lot of hype, and he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
He was scared to get hit, and once the key on Will was it was timing.
Yeah.
What he found was people ain't practicing this league the way they do on flag.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a timing quarterback. So once he couldn't get the timing with his with his wide receivers, it ain't work.
That makes sense.
So
that makes sense. I definitely remember Will playing.
And he couldn't get no money in it.
Yeah.
So then he slid to that wide receiver mark. It was wide. Not wide receiver. That referee mark. It was wide open.
Oh yeah. Yes, it was.
So he took that and he did his thing and ran with it.
Shout
out to Will. Will got an interview coming, man. We've been talking. He ain't believe me on that. We had 92Q at the games and all that.
Oh yeah.
When that thing happened.
Yeah, no, we had all again. Like I said,
I had to send him a screenshot.
You had all that shit lined up, bro.
I told him, I said, yo, Will, you wasn't privy to everything, bro.
Nah, wasn't nobody privy to what we had going on other than me, you, and Marcus.
Yeah, no. Will thought as a referee, he knew everything.
Yeah,
like,
we ain't talked to refs about. We only talked to the refs about what we needed to talk to the refs about. Everything else that was going on behind the scenes was only between the three of us.
That ain't what the league know.
Yeah.
But you know that changed though. Again, that was another A7 change.
Yeah,
because when A7 really got in the mix of everything, and Will as the head referee for the Maryland division, he was knowing stuff before the teams and the captains or the
Yeah.
Maryland commissioner knew stuff.
Yeah,
And he was put in the loop
like
in
that.
different ways. Me neither.
Yeah, I
But
ain't like that
beyond
per
our
se.
control, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's what led to him thinking that he knew a lot more or everything that was going on at one time. Which, you know, with the receipts, we prove everything.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, when it's all said and done, bro, yo, I enjoyed our ride, yo. Best rival I ever had, yo, and it feels like a fraternity in a lot of ways, cause like I said, you ain't play high school. I play high school, and like some high school games and some stuff you just never forget. And our town beef career, some of them games, some of them moments, it's stuff that I'm gonna be telling my grandkids about. I'm never gonna forget some of the stuff and some of the experiences that we went through.
Yeah, to me, Town Beef was my high school career, so yeah, a lot of it I ain't never gonna forget. Like my son play football like he do now because of us playing in Town Beef. Like he wanted to play with us since he was 3.
See, that's crazy. Even me having a son later, man, when I had a son, I took a whole season off. I stopped coaching. That was the only thing that allowed me to stop coaching when I had a son. But I wish my son was around to see some of that.
Yeah.
As raw as it was.
Yeah, he saw it from the beginning.
Yeah, yo, shout out to you for, you know, doing what you did with your son, bro. That's major. But ending it, the way our relationships and everything started to, I ain't gonna say drift because we stayed how we are. We still good.
Yeah.
But me stepping out of the commissioner role, how did that affect you?
It just put a little bit more strain on me. But at the same token, when you left, y'all had already gave me the grace of stepping away for the little bit of time that I had to step away when I was the commissioner. So I almost felt like I owed that to you. So when you stepped away, I mean, I ain't really had no problems with none of the stuff that we had going on. Granted, I felt like I wasn't as strong in the trying to build the structure and keep everything going like how you had it going. But at the same token, I did the best that I could.
No, you did an amazing job, bro. You did an amazing job. It continued to grow under you too. It ain't like it stopped or it was stagnant. You kept it moving. And you know, I just got to a point where I started to see behind the moving mirrors. And you know, once you see it for what it really is, I'm like, all right, man, let me see what it's like to just worry about my team.
Right. And I get it because after you had stepped away, I kind of started to look at everything a little bit different, especially at the conversation that me and you had after you had stepped away. So it was like, all right, I'm a keep doing what I'm doing, but at the same token, my antenna's up now.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first it was just, all right, we just doing it just, again, like you said, just for the cause. Everybody was for the same cause. But then it was like, all right, I got to start actually looking at stuff for what it is and not just perceiving it for what somebody else want me to perceive it as.
Exactly.
So it was like when you had walked away, I mean, it ain't really make no real difference in as far as like how I went about being a commissioner or nothing like that. It just gave me more responsibility, but like you said, at the same token, it was an eye opener at the same time.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot when the politics started coming into play and a lot of the fuzzy shit started happening.
Yeah. Man, it started. It was the game. It was a game beyond the game.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people don't know.
yeah, like
there's a lot of X's and O's behind the X's and O's, man.
Yeah, that's why the NFL is a multi-million-dollar industry because of the people behind the players.
There's a lot of strings being pulled. It's a big puppet show.
It opened my eyes to a lot of what's going on in the league at the same time because we was pretty much going through the similar thing just on a whole lot smaller scale.
Yeah. No, for real, bro. For real, man. But you know, I know we can't get the half of what we supposed to get to as the commissioners of Town Beef.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
similar to Marcus, you my brother. We
Yes,
gonna
sir.
have to do this again.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate you coming out. Yo, anything you want to say to the league?
And look, like I said, it was never intentional for me to even come into Town Beef. I came in, did my thing, and I enjoyed every minute of it, bro. I wouldn't take none of it back. I swear.
Yo,
The
I'm the same
good, the
boat.
bad, the ugly, all of it.
I'm the same
I loved
boat.
every minute of it.
Same broken bones, same everything.
Yeah, I still rub my rib and think about that Gators game, bro.
Yeah, my finger's still crooked. Shout out to
Yeah,
John.
yeah.
But yeah, all right, yo, appreciate you, bro.
Always a pleasure.
Wait a minute, what happened? I think I got knocked out the ring.